Good morning, everyone. Myself, Tara Divyang Dholaria. Today, we are going to discuss about our topic named the WannaCry attack on National Health Service on 2017. So, throughout this presentation, we will analyze and comprehend the issue that arise with the technology and recommend the possible solution. So, let's start. So, first, we just see about what is the WannaCry attack and how it can. So, WannaCry ransomware attacked the National Health System in May 2017. So, the National Health Service witnessed a significant ransomware attack in 2017. The attacks include the locking and the healthcare professionals out of all the critical data. Then, disorganizing the activities of the hospital and eventually had influencing on patient care since its system were old. In this presentation, we will analyze the main cybersecurity challenges that cropped up, solutions that the NHS adopted while recovery from the incident, as well as important lessons learned for the future of cybersecurity and healthcare. So next, the introduction of the National Health Services. So the National Health Service is one of the largest healthcare providers in the world, treating millions of patients in the United Kingdom. Information technology plays an important role in conducting operations regarding the patient management database and also the formulation of drugs. However, in 2017, most of the NHS system are poorly maintained, with unpatched versions which would soon leave them vulnerable to attacks such as WannaCry. So next, what is WannaCry? WannaCry is a ransomware that leverages a vulnerability within the Microsoft systems. So WannaCry is a ransomware which utilizes an exploit of the Microsoft Windows operating systems and encrypts the files in order to bring them into the inaccessibility if a ransom is not paid, usually in the form of Bitcoin. Then it encrypts file and locks users out of them demanding ransom in Bitcoin. The attack affected over 200,000 systems in worldwide. So in 2017, this attack spread to every part of the NHS. It used flaws in many Windows software that lacked patching, thereby emphasizing the need for continuous system and updating the security patching. Next, the timeline of the attack. So here you can see the one image. In this image, the timeline of the events. So some key timelines like mainly the WannaCry attack in May 2017. So in May 2017, the WannaCry attack start to infect system from the NHS. May 12 to 13, hospitals shut down system to limit the spread of the attack. In May 14, NHS and NCSC trigger response and recovery operations. So basically, what happened? The WannaCry attack started on May 12, 2017, and in a matter of 2 days, infected many NHS systems. The hospitals and healthcare providers from all over the UK start stopping their systems. By May 14th, the coordinated response by NCSC with the NHS began to contain the ransomware attack and helped in stopping further damage and initiating the recovery processes. This timeline reveals that it is absolutely possible for a ransomware attack to spread and eventually cause damage in just a matter of days. Next, what happened? Challenges overview. Here are some challenges like decentralized IT infrastructure, outdated software, and lack of updates, immediate impact on patient care, like this. Before the WannaCry attack occurred, the NHS was already facing several cybersecurity challenges due to its old software and its decentralized IT infrastructure that had no uniform protection. As a result, different parts of the organization were running on unpatched systems. Moreover, there was also a general lack of preparedness for ransomware attacks. Indeed, it paved the way for such a huge disruption in patient care and services. Next part explained by my group, another group partner. Thank you.
The outdated software. Many of the NHS systems run on outdated version of Windows. These important patches were not installed in time, hence the system remained open for cyber attacks. Due to the usage of outdated software, the NHS was vulnerable to cyber attacks. Most importantly, the hackers exploited outdated software. Most NHS systems were running an older version of Microsoft Windows that had not been placed in all necessary security patches. Though the patches existed from Microsoft, the implementation had not been done in time to avoid such cyber attacks. This results in the importance of updating software from time to time to ensure cyber defense. Decentralized IT infrastructure. The first point is that the NHS is working on decentralized IT systems where different trusts control their own systems. Non uniformity led to uneven security measures. Software applications were not updated the same everywhere in the organization in different part of but in the different part of NHS. The speaker and about the decentralized IT infrastructure is utilized within the NHS. This means that different trusts actually gain control over their IT systems. When there are no central oversight, when there is no central oversight, it become hard to demand overall uniformity to cyber security policy across the organization. The, the thing is, some trusts were better equipped than others, but the variation in updates on the software as well. Security policies areas within the NHS were sadly left behind the terms of prevention from attacks like WannaCry. The lack of preparedness for the ransomware. The key point are here is prior to the attack, there was no clear NHS ransomware response plan. Staff were not trained in the identification or mitigation for cyber threats. This level of unpreparedness caused confusion and delayed mitigation. Another important aspect of this attack was that the fact that NHS was not prepared for ransomware attacks. There was no right incident response plan in place, and the staff was not skilled enough to identify or cope with such attacks. This lack of preparedness led to confusion and caused longer mitigation time because once the attack was realized, it damage could not be mitigated. This underlines how important it is to organize, to have a plan in place, and be trained for the cyber attacks or threats. The impact on the patient care. The key point are here is the manual system in the management of patient had to be resuscitated. There are procedures to handle patients that were done manually. Thousands of appointments and surgeries were cancelled to postpone. It resulted in the very powerful eruption of patient care, which had significant long-term operational efforts. Overnight, the WannaCry attack caused several disruptions in patient care, as thousands of appointments and surgery were cancelled or delayed, forcing many hospitals to return slow and dramatically slowing the pace of serving using manual system. It not only inflicts serious damages on patient care but also threaten to jeopardize the system of the patient involved. A cyber attack, a cyber a cyber attack impact a healthcare directly beyond the systems used in the IT area and impact people lives. The financial and reputational impact. In the excess of 92 million estimated financial losses resulting from service disruption and recovery efforts, worsening the reputation of the NHS while also reflecting less public trust. In addition, it exposed the hospital to liability and public scrutiny soared resulting from an attack. The WannaCry attack would have cost an attacker a fortune and had cost in the financial sense. The dislocation and recovery process were estimated to have cost the NHS to have the cost and NHS more than 92 million. It also hurt the reputation of the NHS because public trust in the organization's ability to protect service sensitive information regarding the patient decreased. Rebuilding that trust and repairing the damage took a long time and much effort and showed how long lasting the influence of the cyber attack can be. So it is all about the WannaCry attack that had caused the NHS system to cost a fortune. So
The WannaCry attack was first seen by the NHS on May 12, 2017. It then realized that some infected system had to be shut down to a certain contain the spread of the ransomware. This necessary action did indeed cause operational disruption as the ransomware attack prevented hospitals and clinics from using important digital systems. This first answer thus emphasized immediate control, but at the same time pointed out the need for proper preparedness. The National Cybersecurity Center has essentially been very instrumental in helping the NHS get through the WannaCry attack. NCSC was instrumental in giving the NHS guidance on how to contain ransomware and recover the systems. NCSC kept off further expression of attack and extended the recovery process. This partnership highlighted the value of external partnership involved in the support of significant cyber incidents. Following WannaCry, the NHS looked into quite a few available technologies alternative to avoid such attacks in the future. These include updating all outdated softwares, incorporating multi-factor authentication systems, and advanced monitoring tools in identify cyber threats at the earliest. In all, the overall cybersecurity posture of the NHS needed to be toned up by the mitigating the vulnerabilities exposed during the attack. Such steps will help not only in the preventing future threats but also improving their early detections. The main move in the efforts of the NHS was the implement training programs on cyber threats among the staff. Such programs were then specialized on awareness of pushing attempts, ransomware attacks, and the other typical problems faced. Cybersecurity awareness thus permeated into the culture of the organization, and this protective approach toward the employees training minimized the damage of future human error triggered attacks.
The main move in the front-end efforts of NHS was the implementing training programs on cyber threats among staff. Such programs were then specialized on awareness of phishing attempts, ransomware attacks, and other typical programs faced. Cybersecurity awareness thus permeated into the culture of organization, and this proactive approach toward to employees training minimized the danger of future human error triggered attacks. The other important move was the implementation of a new backup technologies. This ensured that and whenever a repeat attack occurred, data was recoverable. This system ensured routine backups and ensured both on-site and off-site storage solutions such that critical patient data could be easily restored in the shortest time possible. This led to marketing on a repeat disaster recovery plans and allowed physical hospitals to rapidly store these services in case of a repeat attack. These have brought a significant disclosure to the cybersecurity infrastructure of the NSHS. It's explored all the volunteer abilities there, but still the explored to lead the organization to take a quick action to improve these defenses. The NSH is a much better to equipment that handling cybersecurity threats that this day with the upgrade software, improved staff training and backup systems. Since their case study is a reminder that cybersecurity should be a continuously priority, especially on a critical sector like healthcare. In the course of its future development, the NHS would need to continue to invest in progressively advanced cybersecurity technologies such as AI-based threat detection. It would require continuously training on evaluating threats and implementing training adults and real-time incident response plans for a quick recovery in the event of a possible future cybersecurity and security attacks. Here is some reference, you can go through it. Thank you.